Welcome to That MMA Show with your host, Bruce the Barber Beefcake, back for episode 2. Now, Chandler and McGregor fight is off. Or is it? That's the real question we're going to get into. Check out some UFC picks and some Bellator picks. Here we go, baby. That MMA Show. Let's go. All right. Here we are. I mean, so the news is breaking. We got all this hoopla. Is McGregor gonna fight Chandler? We can go through the news clips. What's at stake if it finally goes down? You know, nervous Michael Chandler issues a statement as the deadline for CONOR McGregor looms. Will it happen? CONOR McGregor versus Michael Chandler. Did the UFC pull the plug? You know, so. What is this? Is this wolf tickets? Is this how the UFC uses the media to kind of stir it up? Because we know that the Ultimate Fighter isn't bringing in the ratings that everyone thought it would, you know? Not saying it's not bringing the ratings, it's bringing them in online, but I mean, I know you're watching it, I'm watching it, and is it exciting? I don't think it's that exciting. I think they should have went with a Contender Series format, cut all that house crap out, man. No one wants to watch that real housewives drama with a bunch of men talking about this, that, and the other. We get it. Get to know the characters. I'd rather see them like total training, some clips of them previous fights, blah, blah, blah. Get into it. 2 fights a night. Why are you only doing 1? You know? And come on with the uniforms, man. Spice it up. I get you doing it for the video game and stuff, but I don't know. So we got Michael Chandler begging Conor for a fight. That's not how you get a fight with Conor. You know, what are you going to beg him? It's weird. Stop begging him. Chandler needs to come out, cut the can of corn cheesiness, go full heel against Conor, and put on his black leather jacket and make it happen, babe. Come on, Chandler. Go heel. Start calling him out, because right now there is no point for Conor to fight Michael Chandler. What's the upside? Conor goes in versus Chandler. Boom, boom. Chandler knocks him out. Where's Conor? He's, you know, what's he going to take off for another little while? It doesn't make no sense. So for Conor, it makes way more sense for him to step back for a minute, keep taking those supplements, if you know what I mean, and let Chandler hang in the wings to go for the BMF title against Poirier or Gaethje. Let 2 of the boys bang it out, get the BMF title, Chandler call one of them out. Now if Chandler wins the BMF title, then Conor has a reason to come back. It's nice to have a title. He's not going to go in for the lightweight title right now, is he? Does that make any sense? I don't think so. I'd still watch it, but it don't make any sense. So I mean, Chandler, get your act together, brother. You got to stop begging Conor for a fight and start calling him out. Pull the old Rocky 3 technique, you know? Be the Clubber Lang. Start showing up where he is, calling him out, say he's ducking you. Be the Clubber Lang, you know? Be the Clubber Chandler. Chandler Lang, whatever. Michael Lang, Michael Clubber. You pick it. But just be one of those guys, because begging for the fight is... Dude, come on. You ain't no beta male. Start acting like an alpha male, calling him out. And Conor, I don't think he's going to get off supplements, since there's no reason to fight Chandler unless they make up some new belt for, supplement king of the UFC, if you know what I mean. So, look at some quick stats. We got McGregor 32-34, 26 fights, wins are even, losses are even, KO's way out of whack. So, I mean, if Conor touches him with that Blarney Stone, well, boosh, you know. If Conor hits him with that Blarney Stone, then you know what happens? Chandler's going down. Whack, whack, Eddie Alvarez style. So, you know, pretty much same height, reach. Conor got a bit of a reach. Southpaw Orthodox, Irish American, you know, notorious versus the Iron. So, it's time to knock off the whining and start doing the Clubber Lang Rocky 3 style, you know. So that's my opinion. You tell me your opinion in the comments, but I think it's either baloney by the UFC because they're not getting the hype. Nobody wants to watch in the WWE UFC merger area 2 fighters come together and like Nate Diaz says, play touch butt verbally. It's just weird. Don't make no sense. We like to see him. We want to see the old Conor, and let's get a little more edge. Iron's got some edge. Sharpen it up. I love you, Chandler, but come on, man. Let's go. Get real. Start calling the fight out. So that's what we're doing there. Let's check out a little more here from the boys. You know? 2 of the boys are pumped up and jacked, you know? They're taking the supplements. Chandler, no one knows, but I mean, Looks like they're on that Costa Secret juice, if you know what I'm saying. I mean, the boys, come on. Come on. So you tell me in the comments, what do you think? I think it's all wolf tickets by the UFC, and or there's no motivation for Conor to take this fight unless there's a belt on the line. When he can wait and fight Poirier, Gaethje, and then if Conor gets to BMF, Michael Chandler knocks someone else out, then do for a BMF. You're not just going to do an Ultimate Fighter match. And the UFC knows this. You build it up. That's what they're doing. They're building it up. Conor and Chandler, back in the day, maybe they'll have one more blow up on the Ultimate Fighter before it's over, and that'll do a little more drama. But this fight don't make any sense right now for anybody at all, and it's not a huge sell only for Conor. It'll be a bigger sell later. So that's my opinion on that. You tell me what you think, but that's my opinion, All right, so, I mean, like we said, we just checked the news, but let's check out what's really going on with the UFC Fight Night. All right? We got some fights on here with a lot of cats, but do we really want to get into the prelims? I don't think so. Let's just scroll right to the top. You got MMA Guru for the detail breakdowns and all the fellas. You got me for just a little bit of, levity, a little bit of relief. So let's go right to the one we care about. Oh, well, I care about Kung Ho Kang. I lived in Korea, and this cat, he looks like he's a samurai now, so I'm into that. But let's go up to the real fight. Vettori versus Cannonier. All right? Vettori versus Cannonier. Now, I think Vettori is coming into his own. I think he's really coming into his own. He's starting to come into his character, develop the WWE style. I like it. Cannonier, not so much. I think he says he likes quiet, he doesn't like the promo, but I think he needs a little more of that, a little more of that black magic, if you know what I mean. A little more, same thing Tyrone Woodley should have done. Tyrone Woodley should have came out a little harder earlier in his career, and he would have got more fans. And the same thing is with Aljamain Sterling. He's amazing, great. He put on that big gold chain, but it just doesn't seem like you're real. So you got to take exactly who you are, spice it up a bit, and then bring it out on full Monty. Like Conor McGregor, that's who he is, and he just turns it up to 25. Turns it up to max. Chandler, that's not who he is, so you can see it. It's not too genuine. But, for this fight, I got both of the boys are sloppy, as far as striking goes. They're not the smoothest. They're not like, they're not that, bow, 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 bow. They're not the smoothest. They're not smooth like Bruce the Barber Beefcake, bow, 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 bow. Right? So that's smooth. I'm only 5'6", so Vettori could knock me out and Cannonier could knock me out too. But anyway, two of the boys, I got my pick is, I guess I picked Vettori because he's probably going to wrestle him up and clinch him, but he seems to gas and fade a bit. So, I mean, up in the air, but I'd like to see Vettori win for one reason, because I think he's better at promoting fights than Cannonier. Although Cannonier's getting better, that's it, So that's the UFC. There's some interesting fights on here, Arman Tazarkayanan, however you say that. He's got a big fight against Joaquim Silva. That's huge. I got Arman on that one. I got Arman, two Armans. Arman Petrosian, I like him. I think he's gonna win. And I like the Johns fight down here. Where's that? Right here. Ronnie Barcelos versus Miles Johns. I got Barcelos on that one. He's just too smooth, too clean. So let's get away from that, move over to Bellator, right? We got Bellator here. Now, into Bellator fights, more interesting card, if you ask me. Ex-UFC fighters. We got Sergio Pettis versus Patricio Pitbull. Patricio probably gonna whoop Sergio's butt. Although Sergio's smooth and got that clean striking, I just don't think he doesn't got the grit. He doesn't got the grit like Pitbull. So I'm picking Pitbull for that one. Corey Anderson versus Phil Davis. A little you-know-what on you-know-what crime. And it's gonna be pretty good, but I think I got Phil Davis, Again, it's going to be like Phil Davis is smoother, and I hope he wears those pink shorts, because nothing looks better on a black man than pink. We all know that. Nothing looks worse on a white man than pink. So, Daniel James versus Gochan Saki. I don't care. Do you care? No. Then we got the big one, Yoel Romero versus Vadim Nemkov. I think Yoel Romero is going to put it on him. You know, I love Nemkov, but I think Yoel Romero is going to put it on him. So that's my picks, you know. That's it. I'm more excited for the Bellator card, and I'll probably tune in. I'll tune into both. I'll watch them both because I watch everything, just like you do. All right? So that's it. That's the card, you know. I hope you enjoyed. That's episode 2, 10 minutes. Try to keep it quick and sweet. Again, this is your boy, Bruce the Barber Beefcake. Thanks for tuning in. And that's That MMA Show.